My brother works at a bulk food supplier, and this chicken was about to go out of date. So I got it for an amazing price. I got 80 pounds of chicken for $88. So I'm working on chopping it up. It's pretty gross outside today, so it's a great day to be in the kitchen. We're going to make this into chicken nuggets and chicken patties. I've already processed 50 pounds of the chicken that I got. And it's a great day for us to finish it up since it's so nasty outside. I've got my helper here in the kitchen, and I'm gonna show you what I've been doing with all this chicken that I got for a really great price. These 40-pound boxes come in 10-pound bags. I'm gonna show you how I have been making these into different things. First, I'm going to chop off any fatty bits or pieces that just aren't appetizing and put those to the side. And then I'm going to cube these up and put them into my food processor. I can fit about 3 chicken breasts chopped up into my food processor. I've got my chicken here cubed up and put in the food processor. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of almond flour. I'll put links to the things that I'm using down below. Throw in 1/4 cup of almond flour here. Two teaspoons of pink salt. If you don't like your chicken salty, go with 1. And then we're just gonna sprinkle in some garlic and some paprika. Now we're going to grind it up. You might notice that I never use black pepper in any of my recipes. That's because my son is allergic, and so I don't even keep it in the house, but you can absolutely add black pepper. See how this chicken is nice and ground finely? This is going to be the base for all of our chicken patties, chicken nuggets that we're going to make. All right, I'm going to lay down some parchment paper onto my cookie sheet and put a wire rack over it. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of oil and knead this chicken a little bit to get it really nice and smooth. I was a little bit light on the oil in this batch. I would recommend using at least 2 tablespoons, and you can use whatever oil you like. I used olive oil in this, but you can use avocado oil or if you prefer canola oil, but canola oil will make this not paleo. For this first batch, I'm going to make these into chicken nuggets that are not breaded. So just form your chicken into a patty shape, a little chicken nugget shape, and then place it on your wire rack on the tray. You can make a whole tray of these. You can have multiple trays going at the same time to help speed up the process. These ones are super fast and easy to do. Now we are going to pop these bad boys in the oven at 450 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes. I experimented with flipping them or not flipping them, and I really didn't notice a difference, so you do not have to flip these halfway through. Here they are, fresh from the oven. If you add some grill marks, they'd be just like Chick-fil-A. They're delicious. Once these cool fully, you can put them on a tray like this in the freezer. And then once they're frozen, you can put them into freezer Ziploc bags to save for the future. These ones I would reheat at 350 for about 20 minutes. Depending on how thick you make them, you may need to heat them for 30 minutes. Well, my chicken nuggets were in the oven. I got a bunch more chicken ground up and ready to go. The baking and the freezing takes much longer, I have found, than the actual process of creating your chicken nuggets. So you might get a little bit caught up in the timing of getting the sheets in and out of the oven and have like a backlog of your chicken. So if you can do batches like with freezing and cooking at the same time, then you're using both of those spaces to your advantage. So next I'm going to show how I am making breaded paleo chicken nuggets. So these are still paleo and gluten-free. This counts as keto also. So I have a mixture here that is half and half coconut flour and almond flour, and I have salt, garlic, and paprika in here to taste. Now, I kind of keep this mixed up in my fridge at all times. I use this for if I'm frying anything like fish, or if I'm cooking baked chicken. I use this as my breading for all of my paleo meat recipes like that. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing where we form our chicken nugget. We're gonna dip it in our egg. And then we're going to coat it with our coating. And lay it on our tray. You can either bake these in the oven or fry them in oil, same way. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing to make chicken patties, except I'm going to make the chicken patty larger. So here's gonna be my chicken patty shape. Put it in the egg. And then put it in our breading. There's our chicken patty. That goes into that tray. I'm just gonna have a little snack while I'm cooking. It's so good. The nice thing about, hold on, finish this bite. The nice thing about cooking so much chicken all at the same time is that I can experiment with different recipes and taste test things right together, so I can really see what I like. It's really, really good. The breaded chicken nuggets I did in the oven for the same amount of time, the 14 minutes. I did not flip them. Oh my gosh, so good. Sorry, it's really, really good. The chicken patties I left in for 30 minutes. My breading stuck to the bottom a good bit on that one. I may have to do the chicken patties on like a tray. See the steam coming out of there? So these are the chicken patties. Yes. So when I am freezing these, I'm cooking them first. I did read that you could freeze them raw, the chicken nuggets, and then cook them, but I feel like on the safer side, especially with the chicken patties since they're thicker, cooking them first and then freezing them and reheating them is probably going to be your best bet. Following the instructions like you would when you pick up a bag of chicken patties from the grocery store is probably going to be the safest way to go. So what I'm going to do is cook my chicken patties up. I'm going to make another tray. I'm going to try just doing it on, instead of doing it on a rack, doing it on, well, that one didn't stick. Okay, so maybe it was just that one that stuck really bad. Yeah, the rest of them are okay. So it's just the one chicken patty that stuck. The rest of them are fine. So maybe we'll do it on the grate again, because I like the way that it really cooks it very nicely. It makes it nice and crispy because it has the air all around it. So after these come out of the oven, you're gonna let them cool completely. You can either leave them on this rack or transfer them to a different rack and let them cool. And then you're going to put them in the freezer again on a rack so that the air is circulating all the way around it. Let it freeze and then put them into freezer Ziploc bags so then you can pull them out and cook them when you want to. Now, when you are going to cook these, you're going to cook them on 350 for 30 minutes because they're already cooked. We just want to heat them up. We don't want them to have to be cooked all the way through since they're already cooked. These chicken patties and chicken nuggets are so good, and they're so much cheaper than buying them from the grocery store. To make these even more delicious, brush them with oil before you cook them. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you'll give these a try. I'll see you next time.